Remy and Pap situation. None of it was true.
I don't have nothing to do with that.
Okay.
I have been open in all my relationships that I've had. All of them.
Why is Papoose under lockdown when she won't sign the divorce papers, and this man is practically begging for one?
I don't know.
Since everything has gone so wrong, it's no longer simply about love. Claressa Shields is ready to get into the ring to actually make sense of the situation.
Surprised when Papoose wanted to marry you.
No.
After you got sentenced, because you just knew he was, you just knew he was doing it.
Nah,
And I thought that was like a real stand-up thing to do.
one of a kind.
This man also maintained Remy's integrity and reputation when she was in prison by keeping her in control. Papoose is currently out here stacking her bread and cuddling with the black captain, who has already moved on with 2 younger women, but there are rumors that she could be interested in a bag of alimony. Remy says Claressa Shields isn't telling the truth, and she still won't let Papoose go. To begin with, Clarissa has been making no secret of her affection for Papoose. Her most recent Instagram post was a birthday greeting that created quite a stir.
They both nice. But it would have to be new lyrics now. Right?
A letter wishing a man a happy birthday was sent by her. May God provide you many more years and even faster hands, as your birthday punches are all planned for today. It was adorable, but let's be honest, she was in pain from those birthday punches. Happy birthday, King. I sincerely appreciate your life, fun, music, love, and guidance. You are a truly unique individual. Please understand that Remy Ma is out there playing hide and seek with those divorce papers, which is why Papoose hasn't proposed yet regardless of all that love. People have been informed by Papoose that he has made this divorce request at least twice.
Besides the way performances, it was like one small, tiny, itsy-bitsy incident with Rye and one of Angie's friends, but it was nothing. It was like a little fight. Nowhere near me. At the football field.
The receipts, however, are always visible anytime Remy causes more controversy. When Remy revealed the text messages that Clarissa and Pap exchanged, do you recall? When Pat failed to inform her that he had arrived home safely and that the tea was hot, Clarissa was unhappy and stated bluntly, "You are the one. If you can't connect with me in person or over the phone because I'm married, it shouldn't be a big deal to let me know that you made it home safely." Remy, not satisfied, went on to say that she had recordings of Papoose acting aggressively and that he had threatened to report her to the police.
Really hard. But I'm happy to, love somebody who wanna, love somebody back. You know what I'm saying? He is just such a sweetheart. And nobody tells me to cry my goddamn boot either, but he said it wasn't laced right, so he laced it right.
She cheated on him first, let's face it, and he moved on, which is why Remy is upset, he added. But Papoose swiftly put an end to it all and denied all of the accusations. Not that Remy is going to stop now. In 2023 Christmas, do you recall her public declaration of love for the block captain Easy during the rap battle? If that is the case, why do you not release Pap, even if you are out here praising another man? If you thought that was messy, there's more that Clarissa and Papoose have been involved in. They recently set quite ambitious goals by taking an extravagant vacation to Hawaii for Valentine's Day, which allowed everyone to witness their passion up close. They were living life to the fullest, enjoying the sun and the water. Oh. Pap took the time to post on Threads to update everyone on the status of his business, which he strives to improve constantly. Several celebrities attended the fantastic show, and we broke records this year. Okay. Mr. Papoose was out here securing the bag, and Clarissa was out here securing hearts to demonstrate what true love looks like. A sweet video of her and her partner on the beach was also posted by her. But hold on, there are rumors that things are going to get serious. For months, Pap had been planning this romantic hideaway so that on Valentine's Day, he could have his big moment and propose to Clarissa. But the entire scheme was ruined, and she continues to delay things. Now let's think about the ideal proposal. You know who had to intervene and ruin the romance, Hawaii and the sea breeze? Let's face it, things with my new boyfriend have been easy, and the blog captain wasn't what I expected, Remy says, explaining why she's out here playing games and keeping Papoose on lock. Seeing the same level of love and support that she used to receive makes her feel something. And the way she's interfering in her ex's new relationship shows what she might be afraid of. The rumors that circulate in the streets. Since Pap will receive the alimony payment, Remy declines to sign the divorce papers, and let's face it, she doesn't care. He turned around and showed out for another woman like that, which must have been heartbreaking, especially since Clarissa's boxing fight on the way to the ring represented a whole other level of support and affection. Since the other spouse earned significantly more money following a divorce, and the financially weaker partner typically is qualified to receive spousal support, also referred to as alimony, Pap bears the responsibility for keeping it low for all those years. Don't act any differently. To determine alimony, the courts take into account several crucial elements, such as the length of the marriage, the large pay discrepancy, and what contributions the union as a whole made. Since they have been together for over a decade, 11 years, it is unclear whether the roommate is cleaning for him out of love or just to keep her money in her pocket. Beginning dating in 2004, they were married in 2008 and split up in 2023. The odd thing is that, when Remy was in prison, they were married virtually, so they weren't your typical couple. Not to mention that Pap was there for her all along. He remained there until 2014, even attending Remy's 2008 sentencing. They even celebrated their love with a televised wedding ceremony. Pap helped Remy through some of the most difficult times. Thus, in 2018, they welcomed their daughter, Remy Mackenzie. Let's discuss moments in her life involving money. Things become more complicated if they decide to obtain a divorce, and Pap is right. Since RMA's estimated net worth is $4 million, which is far more than Papoose's, she finds out when she receives the divorce papers that Papoose would most likely be receiving alimony. Remy's 2006 debut album, Pairing, and her record-breaking sales from reality TV appearances are the main sources of her fortune. Remy doesn't lose her relevance, but she was putting out mixtapes while she was behind bars, and guess who was out there marketing and making money off of them when she couldn't keep up her image? In 2014, he did it for her when she was at last free, and she and Pap brought their love story to the small screen with VH1's Love and Hip Hop New York. They were able to get several spin-offs, and who was responsible for her rise to fame? Papoose wasn't simply a character. He was a significant element of the tale, including their family and love conflicts, so make sure those TV deals continued to come in. Remy had another bag secured when she unveiled the Remy line in 2018, but guess what? To help women and families impacted by incarceration, Pap made the smart decision to contribute a portion of the profits. Nevertheless, let's not act as though Pap wasn't also out there promoting. To get the collection a lot of attention, he was attending events wearing the men's apparel from that brand. Businesses were using the money from the room to do the kind of promotion they pay famous influencers for. Upon Remy's absence, Jason Scott, during her time in prison, Room's teenage child was not left alone. The situation takes a fatal turn after Remy is freed from prison, but Pap immediately steps up and assumes the position of a father figure, a burden. The Jason. Despite the sadness, it only serves to emphasize how much stability Pap was offering while Remy was away. He was holding everything together and caring for her child, which is something that cannot be valued. Keeping the house together wasn't all he did. It seems that when we speak, Remy knows that Pap has a compelling argument for alimony. After the terrible event in Queens, New York, in 2021, her son was taken into custody and charged with first-degree murder and other significant offenses. Regarding this separation and the causes of her delay, but what about Clarissa? You know that everything is making her miserable, and that Remy is causing her wedding preparations to fall apart. I don't remain silent when things aren't going well. They aren't playing games, but they are stuck, and this isn't a casual connection. At this point, Clarissa is completely devoted to Pap. She loves him without conditions and sees him as her monarch. Papoose's formal marriage to another person prevents Clarissa from ever pursuing a relationship with him. An additional female, for what length of time must she wait? Imagine being ready to start a new life with someone, but Remy Ma, a massive barrier, prevents you from doing so. Furthermore, this barrier continues to exist in the background, which exacerbates the chaos and weariness. Before Clarissa demands some actual answers and action, you have to wonder how much more she can stand. However, the real query is whether Remy's continued relationship with Pat is a result of her genuine love for him, or if this is merely a plan to obtain the alimony payment she has been anticipating for some time. But let's be honest, even if any woman in Clarissa's shoes would be frustrated, what about Clarissa? How much longer should P wait for Remy to let him go? And will she truly put up with all of this drama? To share your thoughts on this, please click like and provide your comments. Don't miss this drama by subscribing and turning on notifications while you're at it, if you haven't already.